All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. You know, uh, I hate to do this one. I really hate to do this one because as someone who's an Oklahoma fan, someone who believed in Kyler, was rooting for Kyler, and it's shout out to my boys, TRL and Awesome Kid. I know they're probably watching this video. Shout out to you guys. Obviously, this is not a shot at any Cardinal fans or shot at you guys. This is just my opinion, my personal perspective, but let's call it a spade, man. Kyler Murray's a bust. I'm sorry. It just has to be said. It's been since 2019 this guy's been in the league. And yes, I get it. Cliff Kingsbury's an idiot. The Cardinals organization hasn't. Well, actually, the Cardinals organization has helped him because they got him DeAndre Hopkins. They tried. They got him Marquise Brown. They tried with Kyler Murray. They got him Zach Ertz. Granted, listen, man, they tried. And what did that result in? Number one thing with Kyler Murray is that he cannot stay healthy. He cannot stay healthy. He just cannot stay healthy. Whether, he's been injured every year besides, I believe. No, he was injured. Correct me if I'm wrong. If TRL Awesome Kid is in the comment section, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he injured when you guys made the playoffs? Didn't he miss a few games when you guys went to the playoffs that year? So he's been injured every single year he's been in the NFL. And what do I always say? What's my consistent thing I say on this channel? Best ability, availability. He's never available. He's been injured every single year. And honestly, he hasn't played. I'm not going to say he's played bad. He hasn't played like Daniel Jones or like Kenny Pickett bad. But he hasn't played the best. He hasn't played like the number one overall pick. I mean, if we're going to have – I made a video on Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert's a bum. And screw all you Justin Herbert fans. I'm going to deal with you guys. I can't – this is not a Justin Herbert video, but screw all the Justin Herbert fans. That's all I'm going to say. But when you're the number one overall pick, whether you're a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, cornerback, defensive end, you're supposed to be a generational talent. You're supposed to uplift your team. Kyler has not uplifted the team. Has the team been horrible? Has the organization been horrible? Yes. But it's your job as the generational talent to be like, okay, this team is horrible. It's up to me to make it good. Especially when they give me weapons like, what's his name? Oh, my gosh. Zach Ertz, Marquise Brown, who Kyler has familiarity with because he played with them in college. DeAndre Hopkins, who was still good at the time. It's up to him to make it good. James Conner, I know he's not the best, but he's still serviceable. It's up to him to make it good. And I get Cliff Kingsbury's a bum. But the only reason why they hired Cliff Kingsbury or got Cliff Kingsbury is because of Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray has familiarity with Cliff Kingsbury. And yet he's still, you guys been to the playoffs once and got annihilated by the Rams. It wasn't even a close game. It was like 21-0. What in the first quarter? Kyler Murray with the famous pick six at the 5-yard line or whatever he got picked off at. And listen, once again, Boomer Sooner. I love Kyler in Oklahoma. Even though I always thought Baker was better than him, I rooted for Kyler. I like Kyler. I want him to succeed. Boomer Sooner, he a black quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him succeed, but let's call a spade a spade. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. It's about to be his sixth season. Like, if we're going to call Daniel Jones a bust, which I do, if we're going to start questioning Trevor Lawrence being a bust, which I do, if I can call Justin Herbert a bust, which I believe, we got to call a spade a spade. Kyler's a bust. No Diddy, by the way. No Diddy throughout this whole video. I forgot to say that. Dang it. But we got to call a spade a spade. It's like, what has he done with the Cardinals? And listen, I get it. The Cardinals are a horrible organization. I'm not disagreeing. If anybody wants to blame the Cardinals organization, blame the GM, blame the coaching, I have no problem with that. But he is the number one overall pick. He's supposed to be the generational talent. He's supposed to say, "Who cares?" Peyton Manning took multiple head coaches to the Super Bowl. I think John Elway, wasn't John Elway the number 1 overall pick? I'm forgetting whether it's Elway, Marino, or Kelly. They went to Super Bowls. They elevated. We gotta call a spade a spade. Andrew Luck, wasn't he the first overall pick? Went to the playoffs on multiple occasions. You're telling me Andrew Luck had the best weapons out there? I mean, he had a washed up Reggie Wayne and T.Y. Hilton, who was good, a lower top 10, top 15 wide receiver, horrible offensive line, horrible defense, horrible coaching. His best coach was his offensive coordinator, who left, ironically, go to the Cardinals, and Bruce Arians. We got to call a spade, man. And once again, I like Kyler Murray. Thank you for the memories for Oklahoma. But what are we doing here with Kyler? Like, seriously, what are we doing here with Kyler Murray, man? And once again, I like Kyler. I want him to succeed this year, but are you guys going to the playoffs this year? I mean, I'm not high on the Niners this year, but they're most likely going to win that division. The Rams made it to the playoffs this year. And you guys could probably sweep Seattle. Seattle's not good, especially since they lost their offensive coordinator. But it is what it is, man. Kyler's a bust. Someone has to say it. I have to say it. And anybody who knows me, and TRL and also Kid, if you're not mad at me in this video, you guys can confirm. I rooted for Kyler Murray. I was a Kyler Murray fan before it was cool to be a Kyler Murray fan. Boomer Sooner. I was hype on Kyler Murray when Baker Mayfield was going through his Heisman Trophy season. And I said he's going to probably win the Heisman right after Baker. But at the same time, what has he done besides get injured? He had one good year, and even then, he still got injured. I'm not going to count 2019, but even 2019 is probably his best season when he won Rookie of the Year. But it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? RJ out.